and to rue the day you came up against Takatsuchi Ouchi in a court of law.
Say that 3 times fast. Takatsuchi Ouchi.
You already messed it up the first time.
Yeah.
Takatsuchi Ouchi, Takatsuchi Ouchi, Takatsuchi Ouchi, Takatsuchi Ouchi, Takatsuchi Ouchi. There we go.
KB, that's cheating. You actually know Japanese.
This is the interview review of Oseki-san, is it, father?
Yes, I remember. He karate chopped me in the neck. It was weird.
A few moments later.
The photographer managed to capture the moment his hand karate chopped me on the neck. Come on! Come on!
Man, Lewis, you should work at Capcom.
You should open a fortune-telling shop, but only for Ace Attorney games.
Only for Ace Attorney games. What? Mahoy nahoy?
What did you?
Mahoy nahoy?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the first case of the Great Ace Attorney 2. Mr. Ouchi
I hate
apparently
it.
has some very important news. We left him stalled on this this particular scene here, so
I hate it.
He looks like somebody that wants to sell me drugs.
I hate it. Oh.
What news? And why does he look so happy about it?
During the recess, with the collaboration of Professor Migatoba's laboratory at Yume University, the police re-examined the knife that was used to end Miss Giselle Brett's life.
Excellent. I admire your rapid handling of the matter.
Oh, too kind, Your Excellency, too kind! I was merely carrying out your instructions, of course.
I had the region delivered to police headquarters by rickshaw, so it would be there in good time. But judging by the man's swagger, I fear we might need to brace ourselves for the inevitable.
And, Counsel, what were the results?
This dagger, which was so cruelly used to end the life of the victim, has no... Oh god, I choked on something that...
It's okay, future Ouchie. Just breathe in. Breathe in.
Wait, this is...
Oh, the acid reflux has been really bad for me lately. Oh, there's no trace of poison anywhere along its blade.
Nothing is worse than having past Ouchie also talking with present Ouchie.
What? Are you sure about that?
I would stake the reputation of the police on it.
Armed with the reagents, the test's extremely simple. They couldn't have made a mistake.
Murder weapon! A small knife from the scene of the crime that was found in the victim's back. No trace of poison was found on the blade.
So wait, it's in evidence now. It's in evidence now. Grab it.
Okay. Oh, we have the region too.
Yes. Yes. Ah, yes. This must be the victim's blood.
Oh dear, blood's never a pretty sight, is it? Ready to fight the urge to run under a hot tap and get it clean.
You've always been fastidious about cleanliness, haven't you?
I think this is something else, Father.
Ah,
I
What
just
is
don't
it?
want to look at the blood.
It's just a little blood.
Okay. Alright, let me stab you right now and see how much little blood comes out.
Susato!
The label appears to be written in a foreign language that I don't know.
English.
Susato
I don't think it's I think it's like French or something.
Yeah, I don't actually know, but
Well,
There's
you
your
know what?
answer!
I was close.
it's German, so your knowledge of English is going to be of little help here, I'm afraid.
Couldn't you just have written medicine on it in Japanese? Then we'd all be able to read it.
German is the international language of medicine, my dear. But yes, I can certainly see the merit in labeling the bottle in Japanese. Though I'm not sure medicine would be entirely appropriate.
Not for this, what? That's it. We don't have any. I can't examine anything else.
How do we put that on this? How do we put that on this?
That
We
on
don't.
what?
Dang. We have the Regent. We have the knife. We can do the test right now.
But they already said there was no poison on it.
We don't know if they actually did the test with the
They
Regent,
did.
though.
Yeah,
They did.
we never...
Mikatoba just literally said, "Hey, the test is really easy to do." So I doubt they made a mistake. There is no poison on
He
that
also,
plate.
Maybe there's
he also,
some-
we
but
don't
he
know-
Said, but he sent the Regent to the police headquarters, so you know.
We don't
There's
know if
also-
the Regent. We don't know if the Regent arrived.
There's
he
also the
just-
possibility we might have to use that on something else as well.
Pretty sure he just confirmed that it did.
He said he sent it to Rickshaw so we get there as quickly as possible. That doesn't confirm it actually arrived and that he did the test. Because then he says, but judging by the man's swagger, I think we might need to brace ourselves. for
Okay,
the
go
end."
further down because he did say something to the lines of, "Hey."
It should be simple, but like
There.
they
They couldn't have made a mistake.
So they did use the Regent. This
Yeah.
is confirming they did use the Regent.
Okay.
In short, the accused's fable excuse earlier has been utterly destroyed.
I'm gonna be sad when we go back to the trilogy and then we're not gonna have the history option.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about having to go back to the trilogy. There's no history option.
Now, the prosecution is ready to call the new witness.
Ah, the newspaper reporter who managed to capture a photograph of the crucial moment. Good. Very well. Officer, bring in the witness.
No trace of poison on the knife. But if that's really the case, how could the toxin have entered the victim's body?
Now remember, we also have.
I think Lewis already,
we had a-
alluded to a way it could have happened.
I think actually it was Final was talking about it first, and Final was the one
okay.
who mentioned that you can just put poison inside the pen. So you know, it's at the end, us knowing that information means it's okay if the knife didn't have poisons because we know that detail.
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court.
It's your boy.
Wait, who voiced? Hang on, is that me?
No, that's KV. This is
Okay.
his boy. That's his boy. Unless he's being attacked by dogs.
I can't believe the dogs are not letting KV voice his boy.
He can't. He's not allowed to voice his boy.
The dogs are holding him hostage. The dogs demand 1,000 treats before he's allowed to voice Menimemism.
I literally all.
Yeah,
that-
basically.
Okay, got it. I was just like dogs, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, it's dogs.
The dogs are holding you hostage.
Yep. Like that many more that show you news and what people just like to call a journo.
What's a journal, Father? Do you know?
It's simply a contraction of journalist.
I've never heard anyone use that word.
I have.
I'm literally break the news,
actually.
putting pen to paper to catch those scoops so that they're in print next morning.
What were you saying, Lewis?
I mean, I've heard it before, but it's not
Used
really
often.
common anymore.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, so anyway, his armband has the same exact emblem of the pen, so
I don't call me the hero for nothing. I'm the nice guy of news.
oh god.
The
his
nice
theme
guy
is
of
great.
news is not a good title.
So, it was you who took this photograph, was it?
God, his theme is great.
Well, what do we have here?
I'm sorry?
Ooh, brace yourselves, people. Many more uses the scoop in the offing. Female student up to foul play, defended curiously by handsome young lawyer in Supreme Court. The Reyes will lap us up. Well set above the foal at the 22 point and the 5-leg format of the morning edition.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Seriously handsome young lawyer.
Alright then, let's know your name. Oh, it's Ryotaro Naruhodo. And next, what made you want to become a lawyer? Well...
Dog.
I wanted to reform our country's legal system, I suppose.
Ryutaro has suddenly become very ambitious, I see.
I just borrowed Kazuma-sama's stream for a while.
Hey, my name is Takatsuchi Aochi. That's Taketsuchi Auchi. The so-called dark horse at the Supreme Court. My objections strike fear into every defense lawyer's heart.
Are you sure about that, sir?
Well, first off, I don't think that's how you say ouchie. Second off, I don't care. Readers won't buy that.
Witness.
Do you not remember me? Mr. Ouchie, I was here last time. I had the important role of reading evidence.
Witness.
Yes?
What this court demands to know is whether or not you were responsible for the taking of this picture. It was delivered anonymously to the Imperial Police Bureau only yesterday.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a Jonah if I didn't check. Click. My apologies. My lingo is a bit tricky even for me. Yes, I wouldn't be a Jonah if I didn't click quick when presented with a scoop like that, now would I? Sometimes stories come out to me, sometimes I have to chase them down, but either way, you've got to be fast. Fast legs to run with, and fast hands to write with. It's no good if you don't turn it down, I always say. That's what I call my Menimemism. Menimemism?
Oh, yes. I remember your face. We met that day when you were interviewing myself and Saseki-san.
Yes, right. That was me. Menimemo again.
But you were supposed to be going back to the Shoyu News offices after our meeting.
But the scoop is, I didn't. Because the Englishwoman's words had piqued my journalistic interest. Miss Brett's words? A criminal, let do as she pleases, just because she happens to be a British citizen? It's Hostung! This country's judiciary is rotten to the core! The Supreme Court's ruling us worth the paper they're written on. The police are just imperial pawns.
Your tongue, young man. These are complex political issues at play.
I think you're complex, political idiots. Anyway, I quickly jotted down these words you said in my memo pad.
What? Memo
pad. Keep up.
Nope, I'm not gonna try.
Are you ready? I'll read it out. It's all here. Right, here goes. I should like to go with everyone to see your country's coast. A serious criminal going out to some junket. The people ain't know about this. That's why I decided to sneak after them.
Does your pen keep respawning next to your head?
Yes, I have many. In fact, it's a pencil if you actually look very closely. I sharpen it constantly. Anywho's, to get the woman's story so I can hammer her in the press.
Do you mean to say that you did indeed witness it firsthand? The grim scene portrayed in this photograph?
Oh, yes! I saw my very own Jonah eyes! From start to finish, through the viewfinder of my trusty camera!
Thank you, Menimemo-san. You will now give a formal testimony before the court. You will state exactly what it is that you witnessed of the events surrounding Miss Brett's death.
Witness testimony! The camera never lies.
The beach hut was made of a shoddy old reed screen, so there are plenty of gaps I could see inside through. The English woman was sitting on the stool where the student girl came in and started arguing with her. Seconds later, that girl pulled out a knife, throwing the English woman to the floor as she stabbed her in the back. My smoldering journal spear burst into flames. Quick as a flash, I whipped out my camera, ready to click. I pulled apart the rough weave of one of the screens and poked the lens through for a perfect shot.
Sorry, you don't need to be doing that with your suspenders, but okay.
It's all I show my manliness as a Menimemo. You don't need to do that, sir. Read screens, you say? Right. You can see them clearly after the great shot I snapped. The hut walls are just screens made of coarsely woven reeds.
Yes, it allows the breeze to pass through and bring some relief from the summer heat.
And it was a breeze for me to poke my camera through and see the whole thing hotting up. Ignoring for the time being the appalling invasion of privacy involved, did you witness everything that happened from the moment the defendant entered the hut? Oh, yes, I saw it. I saw the whole thing from start to finish. And you say you took the photograph through a gap in one of the screens? Luckily for me, they were pretty shoddily woven. I pulled the reeds apart and thrust my lens and my camera through the gap. Would I get away with it, or would I be seen? It was the gamble of a lifetime!
A tenacity of purpose that's considered admirable in a journalist, I suppose.
On a risky one day, run a scoop the next. That's Menimemism in a nutshell.
At last. It would appear we have a genuine witness to this wicked crime.
Do we?
I don't know, Chucks. He seems kind of biased.
The evidence and testimony are extremely compelling. I believe we may be close to a verdict.
No.
Yes.
Wonderful news, Your Excellency. Wonderful.
Nevertheless, it cannot be denied that this testimony begs one very large question.
What question? Oh god, I hiccuped again. Oh.
Oh.
Exclusive news, a startling photograph, all the makings of an exceptional story for the reporter. Why then was the story never published?
Oh, that's right. Suspenders!
It seems clear to me that there are circumstances at play here that are yet to be understood.
Oh god, I really hate when that happens. Most pathetic excuses.
Very well then, counsel. Proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Excellency. As much as it's important meets the eye.
This is too much.
Just like that ouchie who says he's a transformer. He's keeping something about this case very close to his chest. And I don't mean his suspenders.
Quick examination! Let's go. There's nothing odd about that, so...
Is there a stool in the picture?
I mean, so he clearly didn't see that.
Wait, you wanted me to check this?
No, then she pulled out a knife, and it's like, okay, so you clearly didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
Like, we have to assume that's a lie.
Hold it!
Do you swear before this court that you actually saw the precise moment when the stabbing took place? Ha! The precise moment? I didn't just see that. I saw the whole hellish scene play out from start to finish.
I hope you're a simple plan of the beach hut.
Why didn't we get this earlier?
Perhaps you could use it to explain to the court exactly what you witnessed.
Ouchie, why did you give this earlier?
I know, right? That, would have liked that.
Right you are! It's all here on my memo pad! When I first peered into the hut, I'm sure that the Englishwoman was on this stool in the back of the hut here.
Yes, the accused's own testimony confirmed that.
She just sat at the back of the hut smiling sweetly, is what I have noted down. It's my turn to testify now. Try not to interrupt. Then, the next moment, as I was watching, a real city girl entered the hut. After a while, the pair of them ended up in the middle of the hut, arguing fiercely. Then they did a dance. The Englishwoman went for the students, but the girl dodged out of the way. And in a flash, plunged the knife into her adversary's back as the two passed by each other.
Well, you described it as a grim crime indeed.
No sugarcoat the truth. That's what my Menimemism says.
Beach hut plan! A plan of the layout of the small beach hut where the victim was found.
Oh, hello there, evidence reader. I see that you're the new recruit at the Show You newspaper, aren't you?
Yes, I'm reporter Barbie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. By the way, Menimomo-san,
How did it get to this?
whilst you were watching that terrible scene unfold before your eyes through the gap in the screen, did it not occur to you to try to prevent the tragedy rather than capture it on film? Journalists have to be observers. We can't get involved. That's our raison d'etre. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
The funny thing is, like, when I was majoring in journalism, we kind of had a conversation about this subject when a journalist in a storm was, like, taking pictures of, like, people struggling, and one of the pictures they took was someone, who was basically about to die in, like, the next few seconds. And then just them not doing anything, just, like, taking the photo. Like, apparently there was some talk about a debate of that, like, the journalists, since they're not trained in rescue, they could have gotten swept up as well. Not showing the danger of that. It's a real...
So I feel like in this case, I get where journalism is coming from. I think it comes down to it's a case-by-case basis kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. If I was a journalist and there was nothing super life-threatening going on, I'd probably just stay the observer. But if I saw someone die, I'd probably just forget I'm a journalist and try to help.
Yeah.
That's for me, though. Like, again, it's more or less, I think it's a case-by-case thing. I don't think journalism strictly follow the whole I'm only an observer situation. I think it really depends on what it is.
Exactly when I was in college. That's exactly what my journalism class said, too.
Okay.
But my journalism class also was like, hey, you gotta figure out the truth no matter what. And I'm like, I don't want to be nosy. That's annoying. People are gonna hate me. I don't want to do that.
And that's why I quit journalism.
Same here. That's why I never started in the first place.
So, you didn't converse with Miss Brett at all?
Obviously not. An observer always remains on the outside looking in.
And that's something to be proud of, is it?
Your Excellency, if I may. Yes, Professor? I think the witness's last expertly phrased statement should perhaps be added to his formal testimony.
What are you...
I will grant the defense's request.
Now, here's the thing. We already know right away he was not just an observer, because we have the piece of evidence that proves that he was not just an observer. Because we found it at the crime scene.
Get to the pen.
Yeah.
Menimemism, you will supplement your formal testimony with the aforementioned statement.
Well, nihilism is the foundation of Menimemism, but I'll gladly prove that my words aren't meaningless. And so, I never once set foot in the HUD nor spoke with the Englishwoman. I was only there as an observer.
Oh, you don't say!
Do I have to examine anything else on this?
Maybe the symbol. Did you already examine the symbol on it? This is the same one that's on his sleeve.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure okay, hold on. Okay, we got a check mark here, and we got a check mark. Yeah, we got, okay, everything's been checked. We're good. I think
cool.
We're good. We'll just present it, should be fine. Objection! Alright, the music stopped. That means we're fine, right? Yes.
Menimomo-san, until now, I've had a firm belief that newspapers are in a business of uncovering and publishing the truth.
And oh boy, is that wrong in a lot of cases.
You're spot on there. The press doesn't lie.
Oh.
Yeah?
The press doesn't lie. Stops talking. Can't lie if I don't say anything.
Just me shaking my head. Just me shaking my head.
The press doesn't lie. I don't have to. If I don't say anything, it's not a lie.
Which is why I'm proud to wear the emblem of Show You News on my arm.
Why would you display that, man? You just, okay.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know he left the pen there.
True.
Clearly.
In a way, that's more Menimemism. Sadly, though, it seems that journalists who write for those papers don't always share the same passion for the truth.
What are you suggesting with those recriminatory words, Counsel?
Menimomo-san, do you recognize this fountain pen?
Ah!
This pen was found at the scene of Miss Brett's death. In fact, the murdered victim was gripping it in her hand as she died. What are you? If you look at the barrel of the pen, you'll notice that the owner's initials are engraved here. R.M.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up, Counsel. The initials of the accused, Ray Membami.
Is it a coincidence, I wonder, that your initials are also R.M.?
No!
Well, I'm not talking about you.
I don't want to lose.
Well, get used to it. You've lost already. Write 10 Menimomo. R.N. That's, well, it's horse tongue, but also you said Menimomo? That's not my name, it's Menimemo.
Also, are you saying your name is Horse Dung now?
Maybe? Look, I'm a bit confused at the moment. Can't you see? One of the central tenets of Menimemism is being a pencil user.
Sir, you have ink on your hand.
Yes, but that's ink from something else completely unrelated. But look at how many pencils I have. I have one in my ear, I have one in my tongue, I have one in my... I'm not gonna tell you where it is.
That seemed a little TMI, sir, but anyway.
And yet, as the court will clearly be able to see on your right hand, there's a very obvious blue stain of ink.
It would appear that you must have rather carelessly left it somewhere recently. Your favorite fountain pen, that is.
See, horse dung.
Man, this guy really likes horse dung.
Did he just use baka and bakarashi a lot in the Japanese version?
I don't remember, and I don't want to take out my 3DS to check.
Menimemo-san, it is not the case that before she died, you met with Giselle Brett in that beach hut?
If we listen to this absurd nonsense, it's nothing but another excuse.
Exactly. Show You News will stand by me all the way. I deny everything.
Wait, including that you were... Wait, what parts are you denying?
There must be as many people with the initials RM as there are stars in the night sky. The fence has neither the time nor the inclination to count every single star in the sky. Huh? And there's no need anyway, because this pen has more to tell. Yes, there is another clue. A clue that undeniably proves who the owner is after all.
In that case, counsel, the defense will now show the court where this alleged clue lies.
Of course, Your Excellency. The clue on this fountain pen that is clearly reveals its owner identity is...
Boom. Oh, don't okay.
There's some sort of emblem here. As well as the initials, there is also an emblem on this fountain pen. An emblem that you will of course recognize, Menimemism.
If he takes off his headband and throws it, I'll laugh. Goodness me! It's the emblem of the Show You News!
I mean, if he took his headband off, that would be impressive, because he's not wearing a headband.
Armband. Armband. I meant armband. Don't look at me.
We don't have cameras on, so I can't.
Don't look at me!
I can't!
In other words, the owner of this pen is an employee of Show You News whose initials are RM. Suddenly, the stars in the sky don't seem so numerous, do they? Well, Menimemism, how do you respond?
Order! Order! Explain yourself, witness.
So, this is how the mighty Supreme Court works, is it? Using coercive tactics to have well-meaning citizens reveal them harmless secrets. I've used nothing but honest tactics. Alright then, fine. I won't try to hide it anymore. Yes, not long before that grim tragedy unfolded. I, a Show You News reporter, on behalf of the public, conducted an interview with the Englishwoman. Interview?
You never mentioned this before.
You didn't ask? When exactly was this?
When indeed? We are going to find that out in the next video. We're gonna leave you all hanging once again. Because we're
You'll have to find out about that next time, the next video, so stay tuned.